Hi guys, Ralph here. Now, retro gaming has never been so popular. It's so easy to actually play your old games back again. Whether or not it's something as simple as getting a little console, like it's a retro console, rebuilt, little chip inside there, plays 100 odd games. That's easy to do. Or even building your own console to play even different older games and reprogram, DIY everything yourself, which is great. Even your old Atari's got the revamp, which these sort of stuff I absolutely love to play with, because you can just plug it in, you're done. It's easy. You haven't got to faff with cartridges, you haven't got to buy everything, you haven't got to hack anything or do anything with. But there's a next generation of console that you can use. Now, I have quite a few. I have the PSIO. You use your original PlayStation, this plugs into the back, a little bit of tinkering, and it works perfectly. You've got one of my old last videos was the 2600 Uno. This is absolutely stunning. It plugs straight into your old Ataris. Any Atari it will work on, even works on the 780s, and you play games through it. And this is one card which is absolutely everything that you'll ever need. Same with the BBC. BBC, I got this. It's a Retro Clinic Micro SPI, which little chip, micro SD card, full of games, every game for the BBC on there. So this is just a full collection of BBC games, as well as Atari, as well as all your PlayStations. Same as your Future was 8-bit, the Div MMC card. This plugs straight into the back of the Spectrum. They do ones for the C64. There's other stuff. There's tons of stuff out there that you can get for playing your old consoles, if they're still working. If you're not still working, then you go for something like that, which is a revamped version of the old systems. But if they do still work, and you can't find your old games or your tapes have broken, fine. This is absolutely brilliant for that, to get your old systems working. Perfect recycling, to be honest, because you're not throwing away the old just to buy the new, or throwing away the new to get the latest version. You've got things you can recycle with. I mean, you've even got, with me having the Atari 2600, the Gotek on the side, it's absolutely perfect for it, because you can just play everything through an SD card. And it's spot on to keep your old systems still working, and pushes you to make sure they're all perfectly well. So, that said, this video is about the Everdrive. I've never had an Everdrive before, which they are meant to be really good. I don't know. But we're going to try that. So I'm going to clear all the slot away, get out the Mega Drive, because this is the Mega Drive for the Everdrive for the Mega Drive, yep. So we'll get it plugged in and see if it works, and put it through its tests, and take this apart and see what's inside. Right, we've got the Mega Drive all set up and ready to go. Right, as you can see, the Everdrive, you can get it straight from Krikzz.com if you want. If not, I got mine from Amazon. I think it was £43 for the X3. Now, there are 3 different versions for the Mega Drive, the X3, 5 and 7. The 3 is the basic. You're going to play games as simple as. The 5, you've got extra settings and extra stuff you can do with it. The X7, I think you can actually program with it. I didn't want that. That's why I went with the cheaper one. I want to play games. All I ever wanted to do is play games. So, comes in a box, bit of polystyrene, all glued in. That's all. There's no instructions with this. But when you plug this in, I'll actually show you this straight away. You just come up with a message on screen. There's no card slot in here whatsoever. If this isn't actually, you've got nothing on here, it tells you exactly where to go, which is Krikzz.com/download. You can go to the Mega Drive page. You go. There is a file or two that you need to download. But what I've done is I've gone and got a, well, 32 gig card is a little bit of an overkill, to be honest. But you're in need, for what I do with it, I think a 4 gig card is more than adequate. A 2 is just too small. But what I have done is I've put, you can play Game Gear games, and you can play Master System games through this. You can also play 32X through that. However, you will need the 32X expansion on your Mega Drive. So I can't, but I already put files on the card anyway. So in future, if I ever get a 32X to update on this, CD games or anything like that, then yeah, I can expand and whatever else, and I can probably still use the same cart to go in. There's nothing special with this. This is a standard UK version, a PAL version. They haven't left the tabs on, so you need to cut anything out. It will slot straight in and straight onto the card slot. It goes done. But when you boot it up, I'll actually get the camera off of the stand, and I'll show you behind me as this is switches on, so you can see the screen in front instead of me bending down. So give me a second to set that one up. This is basically as much setup as you need to get the file off for the latest version for the memory card. Also putting the ROMs on wherever you get the ROMs from, it's entirely up to you. I don't condone, I don't approve or don't disapprove of where you get your ROMs from. You don't buy new copies of, let's say, Sonic the Hedgehog. You don't buy new copies of this anymore. They're always second hand. So I do have certain ROMs, yes, and there are plenty of ROMs out there. Sega do a lot of stuff for the at games, so they give away a lot of the ROMs with those systems, but that's your license to play them. Again, it's up to you what you want to do with this. Personally, what you want to do, I don't care. Off you go. So right, let me get the camera moved and set up behind me, and let's get on with showing you what this thing can actually do. Right, there we go. That's my view that I see every time. So I've obviously got the Mega Drive down here, the card's already in, my screen. Nothing pretty, webcam, whatever. But you just simply put the card in, turn her on, and off she goes. Now I'll play alongside you, so I'm kind of over here. But I've done this, it's straight away with the menu system. It comes up with what you've got folders on your drive. There is another folder on here which is your program you put on here, but you can select to hide that. There's an option on somewhere to actually do that. At the moment, it's actually played the last ROM that I loaded. So what you do is you go up and down with your control pad, you press A to go into the drive. And I've myself, again, with all the ROMs, separated each one so they're on alphabetical order. So you've got A2, well, your numbers are all there. You can go back by pressing your B button. And I want to go down to one of my favourite games. It's got to be, and legally to play. Where are you? Sonic the Hedgehog. I'll go for the world one. Don't know what this means. There's so many ROMs out there. There's so many people who've been tinkering. Actually, I wonder if we've got Sonic Mega Mix. Sonic Compilation. I don't think we have, you know. 3D. No. I can play that anyway. It's a game that I got up here. It's a mix of the few of the different Sonic games out there. People have been messing, burned onto a disc. This was actually, the cover was printed by Jamie at One Click Print. And the disc, I think I actually bought from somebody on eBay. Sonic Mega Mix, basically, that's what it is. But it just shows you there's so much stuff that they can actually do. So again, press, but you can put cheats in. The best thing is you can put cheat codes in. So you can press your, and I've already put these codes in and these are wrong. So let's turn them off. No, let's go back. Oh, no. Right. B to exit, C to turn them on and off. Right. Because it didn't work for some reason. I tried doing a level, infinity or whatever. Beta exit. So you can do select and start, select only, ROM config, again, shows you a lot to do with the actual ROMs there. Means nothing to me. Hex view, I'm not going into that. So then you press A and we'll go straight into the game. Sega! So there you have it. That's how the game plays. You press your reset button on the Mega Drive and you go back to the menu. Play for what you want again. Let's go for Sonic 3. Again, I don't want any cheat codes, so it doesn't matter. As easy as that. And again, reset, scroll down to something else you want to play. I'm a Trekkie, let's have a look at Deep Space Nine, see if that will work. This is as difficult as it gets. All I'm doing is stood here next to you, playing different games. Granted, if I have to go anywhere with the rules and regs and laws and whatever else, but then, yes, I understand. But this is the simplest way of reopening an old Mega Drive and seeing how you should be playing. This is what games should be doing with theirs. It's just throwing away all of the games, and here is everything. Saboteurs. Okay, so this is set beginning of Star Trek Deep Space Nine then. 468. I'm on my way, Odo. Okay, that seems simple enough. You walk around and you just play into it. Oh, it's Dax. Oh, you can jump. Whoa! Nothing. Right, let's get into that and see exactly what the Everdrive is made of. So let me get the camera back onto the stand so you got the bottom down view, and let's take it to pieces, shall we? Right, here we go. Everdrive, decent screwdriver. As always with these, I did this with the oh, what was it? It was the Raspberry Pi. I left the card in. Take your cards out, just in case. So, with every other Mega Drive game, there's always 2 screws on the back, or they're just stuck together. 2 hex screws, very small hex bit on there they've put on this, just for safety-ish. Not everybody's got a hex screwdriver, just to try and stop people going inside. You don't need to go in, but I'm doing it because you don't have to. Right, the label is over there, so it does make it, I don't have any problems with the label going round to break anything. So 2 screws out, back off, nicely stamps in the back with Krikzz, and there is the card. Bottom, got the front section of there as well. So we have the card. I love Sega, made in Ukraine. Never realised they were Ukrainian. Okay, a couple of thousand miles away from me. A little bit of, not glue or just whatever on there. It's a nice tidy board. There's a lot of very fine traces on here. We'll obviously find out what these do in a second. There's already a little bit of tarnishing on the bottom already, but that's unavoidable anyway. So turn her over. Hello. Hello. Why is there an X5? Now that is very interesting, because I know there are extra parts the X5 can do. Like there's a reset button on it. Programming via there. Well, this is an Everdrive. Look at this. Yeah, Model 16, Revision A. 2206 2016, so it's already 2 years old, well 3 years old this, and I bought this brand new. But that's that does say X5. Okay, maybe I could upgrade this. Maybe the X3 is an X5. Maybe they only make the 2 boards. Maybe an X7 is one where they put the extra chip on so you can program. I'd like to do a reset on this. So maybe jumper switches up top now. That's no, I don't know. Maybe jumper switches. But yeah, you can get in a little bit better on there. Let's do like I do with the Eagle Moss. I'll get you in. So holes over here for no idea what reason. Over here battery possibly. I don't know. No recital. I mean, the contents on that chip there look a bit... They look fine. Lots of resistors down here. Transistor. 3 chips all in a row. You can see the numbers on there. It means anything to you. Probably memory chips, and the main processor in the center. And I don't know what, the ISSI chip. But yeah, I'm actually really weirded outly impressed that this is actually an X5. That they just put the X3 sticker on there, just to I don't know if it's, yeah. Thank you very much, Krikzz, for selling an X5, well, an X3 and an X5. Well, yeah, I'm on some levels I'm quite happy I didn't buy the X5, because this was £43, works out about 55, 60 euros, probably 65, $70. And the X5 is a lot more than this, but it's obviously got to be down to there's extra parts on the board. So that gives me the options of the future now to potentially upgrade this to a proper X5. So, very nice indeed. I'll look into what I can do with this. Or if somebody out there has actually got any schematics, any diagrams for this, that they can actually show me exactly what the difference between is a 3, 5 and a 7, like I'm doing now, showing you the board, both sides. I mean, that is obviously got to be for programming. That, I don't know. They look like they're all capped off for nothing. It looks like straight onto the, I don't know, it goes through the board. It's one of these, I don't like boards. But I'm sure it will be used for something. But potentially that could be a reset switch, which would be up here. I think that is where the reset switch is. And then obviously a battery backup inside there as well. Very interesting. I can do a couple of things with this. So, let's put this back together. Simple enough. The board is just in one piece. It's quite easy. It goes on where the holes are. Didn't need to take the card out, which is good. So I'm going to faff too much. It's really nice design on this. It's not a 3D printed card. It's properly injection molded. So massive hat off to them for doing this. So it's just like the old Mega Drive cartridges. I say you can play Master System, you can play Game Gear, you can play... I've got a file on the memory card which is the Master System Mark 1 or whatever it is, the old SG 1000. You can play loads of stuff off this, probably Mega CD games, but you need the Mega CD adapter, which goes on here on the side, or whichever side on the Mega Drive, and the 32X, which goes clamps on the top. Would love one of them, absolutely would love one. Just going to see if this thing works. My screen is black, showing the Sega, and green, blue, straight into it. So yes, it all works. I've not knackered this up. Let me look at the SG 1000, no files in A. No. See, going back is my problem. Is it? Yeah, I've got a problem with the center button on this. Let's have a look. Champion. The Castle? No. Japanese. There's a lot of Japanese games, and I think that's what, obviously it was a Japanese system, the SG 1000. Right, very interesting. You can't see, but you can hear. There is no screen on here. The mode on my television has changed. But it's not showing the... Yeah, I know why. Dan from Retro Recollections did a mod on one of these a little while ago. Somewhere on the board there is, I think there's 4 jumpers, and for this will be set as one of them be attached across to be PAL. You can cut that to make this, I think it's NTSC. If you put a switcher on this, you can switch between Japanese, American NTSC, European PAL, The main best reason to do it is to, if you're playing this in the NTSC, would be the speed. PAL runs at slower speed than NTSC, so you get a game a little bit quicker, which on something like Sonic would be absolutely brilliant. But with the rest of the stuff, I don't know. Let's have a look. Exterior. That's gone blue. Change mode again. Yeah, I think it's trying to play a Japanese ROM in PAL, which it won't do, so you have to mod your Mega Drive. So, bit of advice, if you want to, probably put a switch on. I don't want to. I've got a big gap on the back of it. I think there's something missing. But I have the potential, everybody has the potential of putting a switch on. And I could probably put one in there, hide it inside, so I don't have to screw anything in, like I did with the Amiga. The Amiga was it was underneath the trapdoor slot for the switch between the internal drive and external drive, which I've got to do a mod for. Well, I've got to get a Gotek and do that on an external eventually, but there's no immediate rush for it anyway. But that's a good look into me modifying this one at a later date. So I don't mind doing that, but not just yet. But at the meantime, all the UK PAL ROMs are on here anyway. I can play that as much as I want with my X5. X5 without a reset. Ah, there's a hole in there. I'm guessing that's where the reset button pops through. See, it all comes into place. We can redo, we can upgrade, we can faff, and that's what this channel's mainly for. It's just seeing if I can do it. I'm damn sure you can do it as well. Just grab something. If you can grab one of these from a car boot sale, get it cleaned up, get it fixed, get it recapped. Just follow any guides that are out there, or one of my guides. I mean, most of my guides are waffle like I'm doing now, but that's fine. Just if you can get something from it, like I got from a lot of other videos I've watched on the computer, all over YouTube and all over the internet, you can do it yourself, just like I can. So with that being said, end of the video. Thanks for watching. Go out, go buy yourself an Everdrive, get your Mega Drive unlocked, so you can play games and you can get yourself back into the Mega Drive, which I am really going to start enjoying now. Did this with the 2600, the Atari as well, with the Uno cart, and that just completely unlocks this. It's so many games that you just want to play. It's ridiculous. And this one's got the can play between PAL and NTSC straight from that. But that was a different video. Go watch that one. Please like, subscribe. Please comment down below. I really do. I reply to every one of your comments, good or bad. That's fine. And please follow me on social media. And I'm out there. Give me a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.